Hey there, friends. Thanks for stopping in. I hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving. If you're new here, my name is Melissa, and I really don't have a lot of Christmas decor. So, in today's video, I'm sharing 5 Christmas crafts I made for my own home in an effort to change that. Let's create. This first one is a wood blank shaped like a Christmas tree bulb that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to start off by giving it one coat of chalk paint in the color hazelnut. No big surprise there, right? I just love this hazelnut shade. I dry brushed on just a tad bit of white chalk paint, and now I'm going in with white acrylic paint. You don't have to do this in 2 different kinds. I think I just started off with chalk and realized that this would be better in acrylic because, acrylic's just a lot less expensive, and when you can use it, you should. So I am just taking my men's beard brush and kind of dabbing it into some white acrylic paint there off to the side and stippling this on. It looks a little blotchy right now, so I'm going to spray it with some water, just an easy mist, and start to blend this all together. I want this bulb to look like a worn suede. So just keep working with it until I get the color and shade balance that I'm looking for. And when this dries, it's so pretty. Next, I'm going to iron on this Merry Christmas with the truck detail onto the front, but first I want to secure it so that when I iron it on, it stays in place. This is a heat transfer, very easy to apply. Just use a piece of parchment paper, or if you have a piece of Teflon that you use with your Cricut, that will work just as well. And you just want to make sure that you're allowing this to dry for about a full minute before you start to remove the top layer. And if you find that any parts of the film doesn't release easily, just lay it back down, place your parchment, and go over that area again. Let it cool again, and pull it back to reveal your beautiful image that's on there permanently. Taking some black paint. This is acrylic, I believe, as well. I'm just going to color in the top portion of this bowl. I have a few miscellaneous sprigs that I picked up at Dollar Tree. You know how we get to crafting, ladies and gentlemen. We just tear things apart. And these are just some scraps that I had in my scrap bucket. And I'm going to piece these together with a little bow and make a tiny swag for the bottom of our piece. And I am just wrapping the little foil tie that comes with the bow around, and that keeps everything nice and secure. We'll set this aside for now. I want to make it snowing in this scene. So in a tiny cup, acrylic white paint with just a dash of water, putting it on the toothbrush. I did offload some of the paint there on the side, and I'm just spritzing this on until I'm happy. And going back over the top piece here because I really didn't want it to be snowing on the outside of the bowl to where it would reach that part. So I just fixed that, and now it's time to put our swag on. So I'm just using a little bit of hot glue to put it on there and holding this in place for a moment for a secure hold. Off camera, I placed a hanger at the top just using a piece of glitter gold ribbon. And I think that really adds a nice touch. And this is what she looks like finished. What do you guys think about this one? Aside from the heat transfer, this was made from 100% Dollar Tree items. This will make a nice addition to my holiday decor, but I really do think that this is nice enough to sell at a Christmas craft show if you have a booth, or to give as a gift. Wouldn't this be a great teacher gift? Oh, I love it. If you like what you see here, give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing to my channel, and commenting below. All of these things let YouTube know that you give your stamp of approval and ensures other creators will see this content. Sticking with bulbs for a bit longer, I bought a pack of these 6 wood blanks shaped like bulbs once again, but much smaller. This time from Hobby Lobby. I want to say they were $2.49, but they were 40% off, so very inexpensive. And I'm just going to fit and Mod Podge on images. Any image that you have will work here. I am partial to the woodland theme. Love woodland Christmas, so that's what I'm going with. But please do what makes you happy. This is a fast and easy craft that has a beautiful outcome. I'm only making 6 here, but my guess is that you can make 20, 30 of these in under an hour. So if you're trying to fill a tree up with these, make a garland with these, very simple. Once again, hazelnut chalk paint here at the top. I think this kind of gives it a rustic gold look for the hanger. And going into my stash again of small pieces, I'm going to put another swag, this time at the top of our bulb. These pip berries that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, these are made of foam, so if you're not careful and you rip them off, you can easily see the white peeking through, so just be careful if you're using this to garnish anything in your Christmas decorations. I did not seal these. These will be inside, so when we Mod Podge down the paper, I just used a nice thick coat of Mod Podge, and that's going to keep it intact. And you know, I'm not really a huge fan of sealing by Mod Podging over the top of it. I think that causes wrinkles, wreaks havoc on the design, and basically it's a waste of product because it never looks like anything I want to keep. And here they are finished. Now at the time of this video, I don't have my Christmas tree up yet, so these are just a few mini trees I'm displaying these on. And as you can see, they are vibrant in color, they are cute, and any kind of scrapbook paper that you have here, napkin, will work on this DIY. Let me know what you think. This next one is super easy. You may have seen this 3-piece circular garland thing at Dollar Tree. I knew they have one that each piece looks like a different part of a snowman. I picked up the swirly one because the snowman was too cute to destroy. I'm going to use just one circle of this 3-piece set and pull the swirl decoration off and set the other 2 aside for a later project. I had a couple of these bottle trees, and honestly I have these in my stash and never know what to do with them. So I thought that I would just make a wintry forest scene here, and after trying to shove it through the top, I realized that putting the tree in from the bottom was easier. I'm going to hot glue in the larger one. The larger one is the only one that needs glued just because it has a little bit more weight to it. Now this circle is just being used as a snowy base for our forest. These other trees can just fit into in between the garland that's wrapped around the snowy base. And here's just one random little gold one I had left over. Have it. And I am going to rob the red bow off of this bell set and pop it on the top of our tree. I initially set this on a 6-inch blank wood round for stability, but realized when setting it on my candlestick that that was not needed at all. So here she is finished. I'm curious to know what you think about this one. I think with some supervision, this might be a great project to do with the kids or the grandkids, and they would really find it fun. I'm not really sure. Can you even call this one a DIY? It's so cute and easy. This next one was a video that I put up a few weeks ago, and it was sped up really fast. I had published it as a premiere and have no experience with Premiere. It was a mistake and the entire video was a hot mess. So I wanted to put the full version in this video for you. It took me a lot of time to create this, and I didn't want the footage to just go to waste. If you've already seen the shorter version of this kissing ball and want to fast forward to the next project, totally understandable. But for those who want to stick around and watch it, we are getting started. I want to hang this ball by a ribbon that looks like it's going all the way through our ball. This glitter vase filler has 3 different sizes, so I'm trying to determine which is the right size for the project. And using my hot glue gun to make divots, I fill it up with hot glue and place the glitter balls. Doing it this way ensures a nice hold and also that we don't have glue gushing out around the balls. I initially do this for the entire foam ball, but you'll see later in the project that I do remove them from the top portion. But before that, we're going to take our tiny pine cones and place them around each of the balls on the bottom portion of our sphere. This next part can be a little tedious and time consuming, but so worth it in the end. I just took small pieces of greenery and started to pluck it off of the branch and glue them in to fill the entire bottom half of our sphere. And this is what it looks like. Any of the foam that's peeking through we'll cover later, so don't worry about that at this stage. To add a whimsical vibe, I'm going to cut small pieces off of a snowy branch pick that I found at the Dollar Tree and just start to glue those in sporadically. And then here, flipping it over, you can see where I removed that vase filler from the top. Setting it back on my coffee cup to make it easier to work. I'll start to glue on these tiny dried rosebuds. I actually picked these up at an Amazon return center, and I tried to find them on Amazon so that I could share the link with you. Tried to find them everywhere. I did find them on Etsy, so if I can find them again, I'll link that for you at the bottom. But anything that you have in your stash of like potpourri would look great here. As I'm working, you can probably see some of the white foam sneaking through or peeking through. If I had to do this project again, I probably would spray paint the foam sphere or add something black. I don't even know if you can spray paint foam, can you? It seems to me like it would dissipate, but if I could find something to darken that surface before I started, it would make this project a whole lot easier. So keep that in mind. I will personally go back later and fill in these little spots to cover the white foam up. I'm going to glue on some of these little fabric bows from Dollar Tree. They came in a pack of 4 or 5, and I cleaned up the tails on them with my scissors, and we're just going to glue 3 of them around the top of our kissing ball. If you're still with me, thank you. I really appreciate you for sticking in here this long. You guys rock, let me tell you. Creating this content is time consuming, stressful to some degree, and it just means so much when you take time out of your busy day to visit me and watch what I've created for you. Thank you so much. The top looked like it needed a little something, so I took more of that greenery and tucked them in at the top above the bows. These reveal pictures are not the greatest. I was trying to get the right angle. Hopefully you can see how beautiful this turned out. The final project for today can be used as either a Christmas tree ornament or a shelf sitter, and I'll show you the 2 different ways to make that happen. I'm first going to take a deer cutout and start painting it to look like what I think a deer would look like. We're going in with white on the chest, the tail, and the horn. and my trusty hazelnut for the body. This wood slice came in a pack of several from Hobby Lobby. I think it was about $5.99 and you get maybe 10 or 12 of them. So I pulled one out along with more of these snowy branches from the Dollar Tree. And just trimming these branches down, I'm going to glue them to one side the wood slice. I'm positioning the deer further on the right side where you have some overlap of the branches and then the horns sticking out on the right side. And then we're going to add more of these snowy branches and just glue them on top of our deer. And this will hopefully make it look like our deer is coming out of the woods. Using some of the faux snow from the Dollar Tree, I will glue this to the bottom to make it look like it's a snowy ground. Here I'm making a stand using another piece of wood slice. This one's more round, and I just drilled out a rectangular shape to set it in there. Be very careful if you do this. I glued it in with a nice dose of hot glue and then topped it with more of that faux snow. Alternatively, you can do a hanger on the back, forego the base here, and just hang it on your tree as an ornament, hang it on the wall, wherever you see fit. And here it is hanging up. And then here it is being used as kind of a shelf sitter on my kitchen counter. This one was super fast and easy. I believe the hardest part was just drilling that hole out, and that wasn't even really that hard. Just be very, very careful if you do that. My friends, we have reached the end of this video. Did you know that it really helps the creator when you stay until the end? I so appreciate you. Thank you so much. Please comment, share with your friends. Your support means everything. And if you've never been here before, take a chance on me and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you always know when I upload. Thanks again, my friends, and I will see you next time. Take care.